Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to Legends of Pitt, where we dive into the world of entertainment and explore what's hot and what's happening in Hollywood. I'm your host, EJ, and today we're talking about Netflix's biggest hit, Adolescence. So you might be wondering what all the fuss is about. What made this provocative limited series drama so special that it took over Bridgerton, Stranger Things, The Queen's Gambit, and even the top spot on Netflix's top 10 most popular shows of all time? Well, let me tell you, the numbers speak for themselves. Over 114 million views. But Adolescence wasn't always meant to be a hit. In fact, its creators designed it as a one-and-done story. However, with success comes more money and the temptation to strike while the iron is hot. And that's exactly what Netflix is doing. They're trying to find ways to keep the momentum going. Enter Brad Pitt's Plan B production company, which is in early talks to develop a second season of Adolescence. This could be huge news for fans of the show, who are eager to see more of its emotional and thought-provoking storylines. But will they be able to widen the aperture without being repetitive? That's the question. According to Plan B co-presidents Deed Gardner and Jeremy Kleiner, they're discussing possibilities with director Philip Barantini about the next iteration of the show. They want to stay true to its DNA while exploring new ways to tackle the subject matter. And it sounds like they've been inspired by Stephen Graham's vision, using a one-shot style that keeps viewers engaged and invested. Gardner sums it up perfectly. What would happen if you couldn't look away? And will that make the subject embed in you in a different way? That's what they're trying to figure out with Adolescence too. But here's the thing, not everyone is on board with the idea of a second season. Producers Stephen Graham and Hannah Walters have left the door open for more, but they're also keeping things real. Possibly, let's see how the figures are. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. And that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Adolescence. We've got updates on The Last of Us Season 2, HBO's latest order for a new season, and even more news from the world of sci-fi and horror. But before we dive into all those juicy details, let's take a look at some of the latest trailers and announcements that have us talking. From Murderbot to Love, Death Plus Robots Volume 4, there's something for every fan out there. And if you're a die-hard Stephen King fan like me, you won't want to miss Summer H. Howell's involvement in Mike Flanagan's Prime Video series. And that's what's new on Legends of Pitt. Stay tuned for more updates from the world of entertainment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop.